Hi guys, I'm here with Arkansas Dream Show. Thank you so much for watching. And today I'm in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, in front of the Pine Bluff, Jefferson County Main Library. And I'm here with...
I'm Bobby Morgan, the library director.
And I'm Tina Blair, the operations manager.
I'm so excited to be here today. I come to this library very often. You guys doing an excellent job.
Thank you.
Yes, and we're actually here for a tour. So will you give us a tour and tell us all about the library?
I will be delighted. Tina will be delighted as well.
Awesome. Well, we're going to turn the camera on you. And okay, take it away. Where are we going in? So this is the front entrance.
Into the front entrance, we have this lovely canopy so that you can find us at the Civic Center.
Okay.
And
These are the hours up here, right? That's the hours.
yeah.
Yeah, what are the hours?
We are open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Thursday, we're open from 9 to 4 on Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday.
Yeah, cool. And how long has this library been here?
It has been here since the 60s. The whole complex was built in the 60s. Now, this mural that you can see here was painted by Professor Henry Linton. He was the chair of UAPB art department, and he had an assistant who was Ariston Jacks, and it was done in August of 1998.
Wow,
So
August 1998.
Yes, and Professor Linton is quite a famous artist, particularly in this area, and we love the work that he's done here.
Yeah, it's so beautiful and so perfect, like the details and small little details. Yeah, I can't do that. That's pretty.
Okay, and he did Jack and the Beanstalk. That's what this is.
Okay.
So this is the first place you see when you come in, and you can go all the way up and find the castle from Jack.
Oh, ooh, that's so cool.
And the monster sticking his head out.
Yeah, that's cool. And I see you have a lot of programs up here. That's good. And where are we walking in now?
We are now going into the children's area of the library.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
This area is set aside for children from 0 to 18 and their parents. And here we have our wonderful children's librarian.
Cute. That's so nice. Can you please tell us more? What ages and what books, and how can you help us?
Yeah, well, my name is Sharita Thomas, and I'm the Children's Service Manager. Well, we have books. We have been doing a lot of overhauling on the books. That way it makes it easier for children to actually see and pick out the newer books. So we're weeding out the older books. And I want to show you around a little bit, you know. So this is our easy read section on this area. And this is for the smaller children, preschool, toddlers. And they have lots of books. So we start on this side and we work our way back. So we have the juvenile section, juvenile fiction section on this side over here, a little to the left. And Miss Greeny, she's actually reading shelves. And so what we mean by reading the shelves, she's making sure books are where they belong. And yeah, so this is another section with the juvenile. And so what we do with our new books, we actually have those standing up for the children when they come in, so they don't have to guess what new books are. So we have orange stickers on the end of those. And so we can work our way a little bit to the other area, and we will have more juvenile fiction. Our back wall is juvenile nonfiction, so it's a little separated from the fiction area, so it's a little easier to find. So we also have graphic novel area, and that's more like your comic book area. So
Which ones are the most popular these days?
I would say the juvenile fiction is the most popular.
Is there like a series of books that everybody's crazy about?
Yeah, the Dog Diaries, Dog Man, that they check out a lot. And I can actually show you how the books actually look, because they check them out so much and they like come in all the time. So when the new books actually come in with the series, they just automatically send it in. So I'm gonna show you some of the Dog Diary books, and you can tell that the children love to read these actual novels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can tell, yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so it's several books that go to this series. Also, I want to highlight another area for teenagers, smaller children. We have an actual game console, two of them. One is the PS4, we have the Wii. So now we just added the virtual reality. So we will have that set up when we come back from after the Christmas break. We will have a game tournament for the children, which consists of Madden 19, and that consists of the age group 13 to 18. They will have a chance to win a $25 gift card, and they will start the tournament at 9 in the morning and end at 4. We also have craft day on Thursdays at 10, story time at 10 on Wednesdays, and we also do outreach. So I go to daycares, read story times, and I also do craft related to the story that I actually read.
That's awesome. What do you like to read?
I like to read some of the young adult books. I just read the new Michelle Obama book. So
How was that?
that was great, you know. So we have that book actually in our catalog. So
You do?
yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh, it's like the bestseller of the bestsellers.
Right. So I read that story. It took me 2 days because I do have a 5-year-old daughter.
Oh, okay.
So I just couldn't sit and read constantly. So it took me a little longer than other people probably would have, you know. But the children, they come in after school. One thing that we do love for the children to do is before they actually get on our set of computers, we have 9 computers. We have 5 children computers. And while we say children, you know, that is like an age group from 0 to maybe 10. And then we have teen computers. So one of the things that the children have to do is they have to read for 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, they love it. At first it was a little struggle, but now they come in and they don't even ask, is my 15 minutes up? They might read 30 minutes now. So I think that was a good thing, you know, to try to get them into more literature and more reading. So the computers is one big thing for the teenagers. They come in, they want to do Roblox. I don't know if you ever heard of Roblox. Okay, well, you'll hear about it probably if you hang around here a little while. And we also have another game they love to play, which is Fortnite. So that's some of the things that we have going on, and we do crafts, you know, for each holiday season. So yeah, it's kind of fun working with the children.
I love it. How long have you been here?
August the 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here. This is incredible, and you must be very special because you have a lot of patience to work with the kids. So good job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you also.
We look at Sharita as one of the treasures that we found this year. She has revitalized this department, and she has just made everything flow wonderfully, and the kids love her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to take you now behind the scenes a little bit and show you our theater, which no one knows that we have.
Oh, wow. So this is exclusive. Yeah.
We've been trying to start using it a little bit more recently, and we're holding programs like we're doing a series Jazz at Lincoln Center from Lincoln Center, and people are starting to come to that, which we are encouraging. It's jazz music. And this is our theater.
Oh my goodness, this is so cool. Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I think you just found a best friend. Oh my gosh, this is so, it's in the library.
Yes, it's
Wow.
in the library. We
Okay.
encourage people to come. We have been working on this, cleaning it up, getting it ready. And as I said, we've been doing this series on jazz at Lincoln Center. We did a Unity music program where we brought in a lot of the churches and people from different churches as a choir, and they all sang. It was really nice. Our adult programmer is starting a date night at the movies series that she's going to do once a month. Newly released on DVD videos. So we are really excited. We just bought a new sound system. So you no longer hear the old buzz. It's just really nice. And we're really thrilled about this theater and what we can do in it.
It's amazing. Well, I love it. I hope to perform here one day. Yeah. It's wonderful.
Okay, now if you and Tina would go ahead and go outside and up the steps, I will meet you at the first floor and we will continue the tour.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so, and if I may ask, what do you do? I mean, you just told us what you do, but what does it entail?
Well,
And we can maybe, okay, hold on, this one. Okay, if I may ask you, come in. All right, so we're gonna, so what, yeah, what exactly do you do?
I take care of the operations here, so far as outside of the building, the inside of the building, making sure everything is intact and in place.
Well, it is, everything is in place because it looks so nice.
Well, thank you.
Every time I come to the library, I just love it. I read here, I have meetings here, so it's cool.
Yes, and we're going up the stairs.
Yeah. Are you excited about the new library coming up?
I am.
Yeah.
I really am.
I feel like it's going to be a statement. Yeah, modern,
Yeah.
and it's going to be a statement, and so many people are
Right.
going to benefit from it.
Right.
So it's exciting.
It is.
Well, we're almost there, everybody. So there's a complex, you guys, here. So it's part of the library system, and then there is a city hall, and there
That's
is a
right.
police department.
Police department.
Yeah. So let me turn the camera. We did it!
We did it.
Hi again.
Welcome to our main part of the library. This is our circulation manager, and we'll hand it off to her to explain what goes on up here and to give you a tour of some of the books. We're going to have you come in over here.
Okay. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hello again.
Hi, well, my name is Tricia.
Yes, ma'am.
I am the lady you come and see to get your library card. This section over here is our fiction books. We have a section for our newest books that's just released. We have our DVDs. We have the new ones. It's located over here on this display.
Nice.
We have our card catalog, which you can look up different books or movies and see which library has it and have it transferred to us, or you can pick it up there. And this is our cute little snowman display that we made out of books.
Oh, that's so cute. I have never seen it like that. That is so cute.
And then we also have books for sale. They're 10 for $1. Or you have the newer ones down here. They're 50 cents.
Okay.
This section is our nonfiction, where you can look up different people, wars, and different things like that, or cookbooks.
Nice. And upstairs you have
Upstairs
study.
is our reference department.
Yeah. And what about the meeting rooms? If somebody wants to have a meeting here.
That will be upstairs with reference. Jana will explain all that to you once you get upstairs.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We are in the process right now of going through every single book in the library, and we're looking at them. If they have not gone out, no one's wanted to look at them for the last 8 or 9 years or more. We're getting rid of them so we can have more room for new books. We're trying to get everything prepared for the new library, which will open in spring of 2020. But that means in 2019, we have a lot of work to do here as we go through every single book. We're getting a new system where it will be self-checkout, so we have to put tags in every book that's in the library. So we're very excited about it. We've weeded almost the entire library. Weeding is a term that we use to look at the books and then determine if we will keep them here in the library.
How many books do you have here, you think? I
What
know
is it?
thousands. But
About 77,000.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
That's a lot of books to go through.
It is a lot of books to go through, and that's why we're trying to get the number down a little bit before I move, because we don't want to move books that no one is interested in. And we do want room in the new library for all the new books that we're now looking at and trying to purchase through the next year to be ready.
Wow.
So-
It's amazing that you always update the library to be up to date. So it's nice. It can save a lot of money to people. So,
Yes, we have the newest DVD releases. We have the newest releases in books, both nonfiction, which are the true books, and the fiction books, which are more geared towards stories. And we're excited about that. And then we also have the card collection. Let me take you back here to this room. We have very unique collections. And I forgot to warn her, so she'll be surprised. This is our car museum, and it was donated by Bill Carr's brother, and he was the first gold Olympian to come from Pine Bluff. And they were very much into different fly fishing, hunting, and so you will see, and they have the
Ooh.
books to go with it. They had donated a lot of paintings, and we're in the process now of inventorying all the paintings. So that's why they're sort of scattered about. But we have the old guns that he had made. We have custom-made fishing rods, and all the flies, which I have fallen in love with all those flies. And all of this will also be moved to the new library, as well as our financial manager, Jeannie. She's coming with us too.
that's good. Thank you, Jeannie. All right. And how long have you been a director here?
Since November 21st of last year.
Okay. Wow.
So
That's
a
awesome.
lot of us are new.
Yeah, well, it's good. New programs and new ideas.
Yes, we are working very hard. That was one of the things I was charged with, was to beef up the programming that we do. And when I first got here, we had one page flyer. We now have a 4-page brochure of different programs that we're offering. In 2019, we have a lot more that we're working on now, new series. We're trying to put together a musical series, just a lot of different things. And we're working on finishing up a grant to get a kitchen cart, which will go from branch to branch, and it will teach nutrition and cooking, and the kids and parents will have a chance to do hands-on cooking
In the library.
in the library.
That is so cool.
Yes, we're expanding the boundaries of what a traditional library is, because libraries are always changing and they keep up with the times.
Yeah, so as we go on, I want to learn more about your programs. As you said, that's a full-page brochure, but maybe in a nutshell, what are your most popular? You say you serve kids and adults.
Yes, we do. One of our shining stars is out in Whitehall, and they do a lot of STEAM and STEM programs, and those are the ones that teach science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And so the kids get all of that information while they're doing hands-on activities. So it's very educational as well as lots of fun. And the other branches are starting to do more and more of those, and they're really moving into expanding all of their programming. And we're working now, our next big push will have to be for teens, because we're not covering them quite the way we want, and so we want to add more teen programs.
Yeah, and your library, you say Whitehall, Pine Bluff, all over Jefferson County. Where else?
Okay, it's also Watson Chapel, and that will be the next library to start being renovated. That's probably going to happen in the beginning of the new year. So we're excited about that and getting that library prepared for renovation. And then we have Altheimer and we have Redfield. So those are all of our libraries.
That's good. That's very good.
Would you like to go upstairs now?
Sure.
Okay, and here we have more of the car artwork. It's all over the library.
And various artists, are they local? Are they?
A lot of these were prints, and as I said, we're having it inventoried now, so we have a better idea of all the different artists and what each piece is worth.
Okay. Well, that's beautiful.
hate to turn my back to you with trying to go
It's
upstairs.
It's okay. We're looking at the art while we're walking, you guys.
Okay.
And this one of the stars of the show is right up front. When I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, that is so cool.
You actually have two stars up here. You have the Don Moore tile, the mosaic. It is the only one left in existence, and we will be moving this to the new library. And then we have what our reference librarian, genealogy librarian, put together, which is a book Christmas tree.
Amazing, unbelievable. So very pretty. Okay.
Let's see. Let's go this way. This is our reference desk over here, and we have this manned at all times, so if you come up, you have a question, they will help you. The computer lab is up here, and they will help you get set up on a computer, give you the information that you need and the help you need.
Okay, all right, that's what I needed to know then.
Let me see if I can find a key.
Yeah, she wouldn't be able to.
But this is a new library coming?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. That's so pretty. Like, I can't believe it's just in 2 years. Magic. It's gonna show up. Oh, wow.
This is one of our meeting rooms. It's our board room where the board meets several times a year. And we also let people come in and use this room if they have a small meeting.
That's very nice. Yeah. I think that's where I had my interview for CMA.
Am I interrupting you?
And then over here, we have seating for people who need to study or look at books or the magazines or papers. We recently opened this room up so that people can come in, excuse me, and study in here. And they can reserve this as a meeting room as well.
Nice. Yeah, what is that? I'm not sure what that is. It's so pretty.
That is a stained glass window that was donated to the library.
That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh wow, you have some more rooms.
There's more room over there. A lot of people come in with their computers and they hook up over there. Just excuse me. And then we have the magazines and we have the newspapers over there.
Nice.
So there's lots of nooks and crannies in this library.
Very spacious. I love it. Very spacious.
We're on our way now to the reference and genealogy librarian.
Hi.
And this is one of our reference people.
What's your name?
Mary?
Nice to meet you,
And
Mary.
she helped decorate up here.
Beautiful job.
This is a unique collection that we have. People have donated a lot to the library, and this was a special collection of different birds. And we have these two cases and the case over there that is covered with Christmas decorations. And this is another shot of the new library.
Wow. What's gonna happen? I don't know if it's a proper question. What's happened to this one? What's gonna happen to this one?
We don't own this building, the city owns it, so I have not even asked what's going to happen over here. This is the rest of the birds. I don't know if you can see them. You sort of have to peek down.
Nice.
Okay, it's your turn.
Hi.
This is our reference and genealogy librarian.
What's your name?
My name is Jana Mitchell. I've been with the library since October 18th, 1999. I enjoy what I do. Each day brings new challenges and new rewards, and we get to meet different people and in our reference department, and we interact with them closely, helping them with from just learning how to surf on the internet and do emails to actually doing online classes and helping them get started with a number of different tasks from day to day.
Will you give us a little tour around?
Yes, I'll be happy to.
Excuse me.
Jenna has recently taken over new duties, and this is some of her work. She's the one doing all the programming now, as far as the design.
That's fancy.
It's very fancy. She does a fantastic job, and these are just some of the programs that we offer.
Wow, that's a lot of programs. Awesome.
As you can see, we enjoyed decorating for Christmas this year. We're looking forward to our new library. And there's a bit of sadness from leaving this one. It's been home to us for a lot of years. But still yet, I think our new library will stand out just as this one as a spotlight in our community. And we look forward to serving our patrons in the future. I'm not sure if Miss Bobby mentioned, but this is our periodical section. It encompasses magazines that the library offers and newspapers that we have. We have our local papers and also 2 of the national papers. This way is our computer lab, and it's used extensively every day. We have been working to make the computer lab a more friendly place. Anyone who comes in can use our computers whether or not they have a library card. We're always there to give them a guest pass and help them to log on for the first time and assist in printing, and like I mentioned earlier, in numerous tasks that people have to do. And the staff that Miss Bobby has put in place is just super. They're doing a fantastic job for the library as far as assisting our patrons and mentoring them as well.
Awesome. Yeah,
This
I always wanted to know what that was. Genealogy.
This is our genealogy department. Genealogy is a study of your family and your ancestries, where your roots are, where you've come from. This department is used extensively, not only here in the library, but also online. Genealogy research, I have found over the years, is a seasonal thing, and when you get to the time of year like we are now, it slacks off with its use. But we've created a number of databases that assist people with their research without having to come to the library, and they use that. And we also have created a database of obituaries that's in our local papers that people will send in and purchase, and we've had people that's asked for those even in other countries. So we're proud of that not only is the library serving our constituents here, but there's also going abroad, and people are taking notice of what we're doing.
Nice.
Would you like to go in this route?
Sure.
If you're interested in genealogy, we'd be happy to get you started.
Well, I'm not from this country, so I don't know. Can you connect me?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Wow.
We have Ancestry Library Edition, which covers all countries. I just found someone's immigration records for their grandfather. It was the last thing they needed. And that person, I can't tell you where they were from, but they weren't from this country either. So that was a real rewarding thing to take place. One thing in reference that we do is, and I think in our whole library system, is a major part of our job is to protect our patrons' information, their confidentiality. That is one task that we strive to always do that, so.
Good job. Yeah.
We have in this section over here, microfilm readers. We have the census on microfilm. We have all of the newspapers, our local papers from 1846 current as of this month.
Since 1846?
Yes, ma'am. That's for the commercial, and the Democrat Gazette even goes back farther. So 1817 current as last month.
Wow.
And we will be going, starting January 1st, we are going digital. You can actually get on our webpage and view the paper as it is as of today. And you can go from that digital database to 1994 forward. So that's a big accomplishment too, and Miss Bobby has worked with the database that provides that news bank, and that's going to be offered as January the 1st. So we're really happy to have that.
Yeah, good job. I can't even imagine how much database you had to go through to put it together to digital.
And now,
like high tech.
Yeah, now people will have the opportunity to go in and copy sections out of the paper, print it out, save it, get the obituaries themselves to save it to their computer. They won't have to look at the microfilm or the older copies of the newspapers.
Nice.
The way this genealogy is laid out different in our library than maybe other libraries. We have everything on the shelf. Of course, it's nonfiction, but we have them going around the room in state order. And it gets real confusing in here sometimes for our staff to shelf. Plus, the Dewey numbers are quite lengthy. But we color code our books so that it's easy. If something is misshelved on the shelves, then it's easy to locate those and to when we're reading our shelves, which we do. We go through every book in here and also in reference and all of the microfilm and magazines during each month. We get everything read in the library and we rotate that.
It's extraordinary. I'm sure your organizational skills are crazy. Like, it's just perfect. Like, you know, you should have seen my book library. It's not that, so it's amazing.
Yes.
All right.
Then the other section over here, we have state documents and our reference section. And we are working in shifting the reference section, so I won't take you over there. It's a little bit messy right now. So we also have a rare book room. If you'll notice, the lights are off in there. We protect the books. If we had the lights on and the shades up, it causes materials to deteriorate more and fade.
Wow.
So we do protect those with the lights being off. Also, that room is locked, but anyone has access to it. They just have to come and ask the staff to open it up, because we do guard the books in there since they're quite valuable. Of course, any of our books are valuable. Some of them we can't replace, so we do safeguard those.
Awesome.
That's about the extent of our floor. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much for the tour and happy holiday.
You too, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Something else of note for the rare book collection is that they are in archival boxes, and an archival box has no chemicals or anything like that, so that the chemicals that would ordinarily be in a regular box are not there, so they will not deteriorate the book. So
I have not thought about that like that. That's awesome.
Yes, you have special papers and special boxes, and in the new building, that room will have special HVAC, air conditioning, and heating requirements, so we're working on that.
Wow. Well, I can't wait. Does this complete our tour?
It does.
Look how cool this is. Yeah, you can see. I'm going to turn the camera around, if you don't mind. And I just want to ask you, as we walk, why do you believe that the library is so important to have in the community?
The library has several functions. One important function is the fact that when businesses are looking at a new community, they look at the library.
Really?
And you need to have a very strong library in order for businesses to be attractive. And that's one of the things we're working very hard on, is making this library a real asset to the community. Another thing are just the people in Pine Bluff. We want the people in Pine Bluff to have every advantage that they can have. So, like in the new library, we're putting in a training lab so that people can learn special skills. And this is another non-traditional role in a library where we're actually training people. And we're very excited about that. But if you have a question and you don't know how to answer it, the people here, people like Jana, definitely can help you. They can find that answer. They help you. They help with the naturalization papers. They help with government documents. They help with health issues. Genealogy. They do a wide range of different types of help for people. And then if you're just bored or you just want something to read, there's so much here. You know, with 77,000 volumes, you can find something. You can find different fiction that will make you laugh, cry, just keep you entertained. There's a lot of nonfiction because many people only read nonfiction. And so we have a very large collection for them as well.
Yeah, this is awesome. And you have self-help books?
Oh, definitely.
That's what I like to read, self-help books. And what do you think? Why is the library so important for the community?
Because we have everything that they're looking for. I mean, whatever they want, we have the staff here to help out. We don't have it, we can get it for them.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, this was an incredible tour, and we are so looking forward to your bright future as you grow and move into a new library. And most importantly, we want to thank you for your service, because you dedicate your life to serve the communities through this, and you don't just give book and buy. You know, you really get invested, and you teach us, and you help us, and you help the kids grow, and you're just like amazing.
Yeah, one of the things I love is if I want to do a movie, because I don't usually watch movies, I go downstairs, I said, I'd like a couple movies for this weekend. They pick out the movies, and they have been so good, the ones they have selected. And that's something that we offer. If we know that you like a certain type of book, when that book comes in, we'll let you know about that.
Yeah, it's incredible. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And happy holidays.
And to you. Same to you. Happy holidays.
Bye, guys.
Bye.